Welcome to the podcast. We're diving into a fascinating incident where a Chinese warship fired a laser on a German spy plane off Yemen's coast.
I'm really excited about this. It's such a loaded headline. What exactly happened in this scenario?
The incident centers around a Chinese warship which reportedly used a laser as a warning on a German reconnaissance aircraft near Yemen. It's not your everyday skirmish, you know? It's almost like a modern day signaling tactic intended to deter further surveillance.
Right, but when you say fired a laser, are we talking about some kind of non lethal high tech warning or something more aggressive?
Exactly. It's more of the former. The laser used as a warning wasn't meant to cause harm. It's akin to a high tech way of saying back off. In military terms, it's a non lethal measure, an assertive gesture wrapped in
Yeah,
ambiguity.
that kind of approach really highlights the delicate balance between signaling strength and avoiding outright escalation. What's the broader context here?
The broader picture, of course, is the geopolitical chess game. Off Yemen's coast, an area already simmering with conflict, things can get exceedingly tense. The incident not only involves China and Germany, but also taps into the raw nerves of international surveillance and military posturing.
It's like every move on that global chessboard can have ripple effects. But why would the Chinese warship single out a German spy plane specifically? Isn't that a rather curious choice?
Oh, absolutely it is. The choice of engaging a German asset hints at more than mere signaling. There's a layer of international intrigue here. It's like, the warship is asserting territorial or operational boundaries in a region that's super complex.
Yep. And the location, near Yemen, just adds to that complexity, doesn't it? That region always seems to be at the vortex of larger power struggles.
Definitely. Yemen's coast is notorious for its strategic importance, positioning, and volatile history. Throw in a Chinese warship and a German reconnaissance plane, and you get a scenario that's practically screaming, "Watch out," to the international community.
Something that also struck me is how this incident is presented online. The video title and description, loaded with details, almost feel like they're primed to spark debate. What do you make of that?
Oh, for sure. It's crafted to draw interest. The title itself is sensational, asking why a Chinese warship fired a laser on a German spy plane off Yemen's coast. It's like a magnet for curious minds, even if it leaves some details frustratingly ambiguous.
Yeah. It really reminds me of how digital media today can turn isolated events into platforms for larger discussions, sometimes even exaggerating the actual event.
Exactly. Digital narratives can both inform and inflame. This video, uploaded by creators like Jamal Thomas and discussed by commentators like KJ No, shows that the way content is presented influences public perception.
Now, I want to respectfully challenge something here. Some might say that this laser incident is just isolated miscommunication, a momentary lapse in handling operational tensions. Do you really think it's more than that?
That's a great point, and I do believe it's more than just a fluke. It's a deliberate show of capabilities, a calculated non lethal measure that, if misinterpreted, could escalate quickly. It's less about a one off mishap and more about testing or even signaling red lines in international routines.
Yep, and it certainly aligns with a pattern we see elsewhere. Other military drills and strategic plays that suggest global powers are, in a subtle way, communicating warnings to one another.
Absolutely. When you look at related content, like those US military drills or discussions about potential conflicts with China, it paints a picture of a world where every move is a chess piece in a larger game.
It's almost like each incident is a ripple in a vast and interconnected pond of global tension. Even if this laser was non lethal, its symbolic weight is enormous.
Right. And let's be clear, it's not the first time we've seen technology used in unconventional ways on the high seas. But what makes this case particularly interesting is the combination of old school espionage with cutting edge tech.
Yeah, it's like watching history reinvent itself. One moment you're dealing with spy planes from the Cold War, and then you've got modern lasers as your communication tool.
Exactly. It's almost like a fusion of eras. The technology might be modern, but the game remains the same. Show power, set boundaries, and try to steer clear of direct conflict.
Speaking of technology, Did the video give any hints about the specifics of the laser system used? Was it standard military equipment or something unique?
The details are a bit sparse on that front. It seems more like a demonstration of intent rather than an exposition of full technical specs. You know, it's like a teaser, showing enough to impress and warn without giving away sensitive information.
Yep, that makes sense from an operational security standpoint. But then, as you mentioned before, there's always a risk. When you send a high-tech message like that, there's the possibility of misinterpretation.
Precisely. If the receiver believes it to be a precursor to more aggressive actions, the whole situation could spiral out of control, even if the original intent was just to warn.
And that's where international diplomacy has to play a role, smoothing out the signals before they become misconstrued.
Right, diplomacy here is like the grease that prevents the gears from grinding too harshly. It's all about managing perceptions and ensuring that a blip like this doesn't turn into a larger flashpoint.
Yeah, it's been interesting to also see related discussions, like those concerning US military drills or other global responses. It shows that this laser incident is part of a broad tapestry of military maneuvers.
Exactly, it's embedded in a much larger pattern. There are indications that various nations are working on projecting power in subtle but significant ways. The digital chatter, the live streams, everything feeds into that narrative.
True. And even the way that YouTube and other platforms highlight these events through titles and trending discussions adds another layer. It's almost as if we're living in a hyper-connected arena where every minor incident is elevated.
Absolutely. It's like this incident is amplified just by the nature of online media. The story spreads, gets dissected by commentators, and as a result, its significance is magnified beyond the actual event.
Yep. So do you think this narrative might, over time, influence how nations calibrate their rules of engagement?
I believe so. Every such public incident can shape future strategies. It's almost like each laser shot or warning maneuver nudges the global dialogue about what's acceptable and what isn't.
And that's where the challenge lies, isn't it? Balancing the need for a strong, clear message with the necessity of de-escalation.
Exactly. It's a precarious tightrope walk between showing prowess and avoiding unintended escalation. It reminds me a bit of older diplomatic strategies, but now with 21st century tech flair, a laser being the latest tool in the kit.
Yeah. I guess it also forces us to reconsider what constitutes provocative action in an era where conventional warfare is rapidly being augmented by high-tech maneuvers.
Precisely. And while the incident might seem contained, it underscores how every modern military tool carries with it symbolic weight far beyond its immediate impact.
It definitely makes you wonder what the future holds in terms of these unconventional tactics. Do we see a spike in similar incidents, or is this a one-off?
That's hard to say. On one hand, it could be an isolated, albeit provocative, event. On the other, it might just be the opening move in a broader military playbook where subtle signals become the norm.
Yep. And isn't it interesting how digital platforms capture and sometimes even drive these narratives? The video's sensational title and the lively chat discussions seem to amplify the stakes.
Absolutely. The media ecosystem today is a force multiplier. A headline like this isn't just reporting news, it's sparking debates, influencing opinions, and in some cases, even affecting diplomatic posturing.
It's a reminder that information itself has become a tool of warfare and deterrence. How do you think policymakers are adapting to this new reality?
They're certainly under pressure to factor in digital narratives as part of their strategic calculus. It's like every tweet, every video clip becomes a piece in the larger puzzle of national security.
Yeah, that's quite the challenge. Navigating both the physical and digital aspects of conflict is no small feat.
Exactly. And this incident, with its mix of modern tech and age-old military posturing, really encapsulates that duality. It's both a warning and a conversation starter about future conflicts.
It really does. And while the incident itself might be brief, its implications reverberate across global strategies and media strategies alike.
Spot on. And as we continue to monitor such events, it will be important for everyone, from policymakers to everyday citizens, to engage critically. It's about reading between the lines of both the direct action and the subsequent media narrative.
I couldn't agree more. It's this blend of technology, national security, and media influence that makes our current global landscape so layered and, frankly, so intriguing.
Absolutely. And as this story, along with others, unfolds, it's a real reminder of how every flash of a laser or its digital echo carries a weight that goes far beyond what meets the eye.
Well, this has been a deep and engaging exploration of a single incident with vast implications. Thanks for navigating through these complexities with me.
Thank you as well. It's been a thrill unpacking these details, and I'm sure we'll see more developments in this arena. Stay tuned and keep questioning the narratives.
Yep, absolutely. Until next time, keep those eyes and ears open. The next incident might just be around the corner.
Cheers to that. See you next time.